This is regarding the computer applications, ICSE, yes, for you only. And to anyone who is wanting to learn Java applications, and this is under the heading the loops in Java. Yes, the loops in Java. So, firstly, what are loops? Yes, what are loops? That is very important. So, we give a question wise thing. What is loop? So, if we tell what is a loop, then loops can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. So whenever there is a block in the particular code, you'll find that being executed based on the specified condition. Okay, so if the condition is met, then only it will enter or it will exit from the loop. So condition can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. So in this case, the condition is made and the loop will start. Yes, the code is there, the block of code is there, and as long as a specified condition is reached, it will work. Loops are handy because they can save time, reduce errors, and they must make code more readable. Now next we come the Java while loop. Now see, I was just talking about the condition before and after. So the while loop loops through a block of code. It loops through a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. Because the loop, you find that when while is given, the condition is there. So in this case, the condition has to be made, then only the code of block will be executed. Yes. An sample example is there that the main class is there and public static void main. So in this program, when you have the main function there, and the main function you're writing that I is equal to 0 while I less than 5, when I is less than 5. So this is a condition there. So if the condition is made, yes, the condition is made because the value of I is 0. So in this case, it will go to this block, this starting block and ending block, and it will execute, and it will go on executing until unless this condition will be met. For example, 1 will come, I will come, and 0 will be printed. Yes. So here the code is in the loop will run over and over again as long as a variable I is less than 5. Yeah, this is a condition. And this I plus plus is also important. So the output comes 0, first value, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and the condition is met. So if it is less than 4 5, then only enter. Now it comes to incremented the value. This increment is also very important. If it is not incremented, then you will find that only 0 is been printed, because it is not incremented, the value will not increase. So in this case, I plus plus value increases and comes to 4 and then to 5, and then it is obstructed by the while condition. Now we come the note that I have already told. Do not forget to increase the variable used in the condition, otherwise the loop will never end. Now coming to the Java do while loop. So what is the do while loop? The do while loop is a variant of the while loop. Okay, so how it is the over here, how does it occur or how does it work? This loop will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. That means only once it will work, because do is there. Instead, where there is a while loop, the while condition has to be checked. If the condition is fed, if the condition is met, then only the block of code will work. But over here, you'll find that one time it will execute, and then before checking if the condition is true, then it will be repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. So then only it will repeat. See, look at the syntax. I'll tell do, it will execute, and then in the while condition, if the condition is not met, so it will not work. And example I'm giving, public static void main, the main program is there, I is 0 and do, so 1 will come and it will go I plus plus into check for the while. If it meets the particular condition, it will go on. So do or while loop will always be executed at least once. Do while loop. So this is a do while loop. Will execute at least once even if the condition is false, because the code of block is executed before the condition is tested. The condition is here, so before the condition it is working one time at least. So the output comes in like this. See, do. So what is the note? Do not forget to increase the variable. Same thing, because if the variable is fixed, then it will go on, and the loop will not end, because always 0 will come. In this case, you are increasing, so first value 0 will come, and then the next value will come. Like this, third value will come, and 4. Then it will check for whether it is less than 5. So if it is less than 5, so if it is 4, so it will get in. But when it is 5, it will not get in. So the loop will not be done, and it will end. Up to 4 it will be printed. Now we come to the particular expression, is that when you know exactly how many times, we come to the for loop. Yeah, so when you know exactly how many times you want to loop through a block of code, we use the for loop instead of the while loop. So when we are using the for loop, when you know how many times exactly you want to loop through, look at the syntax, you know. So the for statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3, the code block is here. So opening and closing braces are there. Now we come to the particular system of the particular code, that is the statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. So you know how it works. So first statement is executed one time before the execution of the code block. So first statement is one time, execute one time before the execution of the code block, and then statement 2 defines the condition. So like you assign the thing, so is executed. So a is equal to 1, suppose int a is equal to 1, so it will execute one time before the execution of the code, okay, of the code block. So before it, suppose a is equal to 1, int a is equal to 5, so it will take the value. And then statement 2 defines a condition for executing the code block. Here the condition will be there, and based on the condition it will work. And the third statement over here will be is executed every time after the code block has been executed. So after the code block, if you write I plus plus, then it will be incremented, but after. So this is very important, after the code block has been executed. So code block will be executed, then only this will function. It defines the condition for execution of the code block, and it is one time before the execution of the code block. Before it is assigned. Fine. Now come to the next part, the example. Yeah, so public main class is there over here, public class main, and you have for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus. So this will be initialized, and the condition is given, and this will be after the first execution. So what will happen? You will find that it will print the numbers from 0 to 4, because less than 5 is there, and the output comes like this. 0 first value comes in, then the second value comes in, okay, and see, I is incremented then, and again 2 is there, again it will increment over here. Yes, now 3 comes, again it will increment over here, and then 4 comes, it comes out. So it was less than 5. Now to explain the particular parts, again I show you over here, and you see that statement 1 sets a variable before the loop, that is I is equal to 0, whatever I have told, and defines the condition of the loop, I must be less than 5. If the condition is true, the loop will start over again. If it is false, the loop will end over here. Where it is less than 4, it comes to 5, it will end, the loop will not go. And thirdly, the increase of the value I plus plus is there, yes, and each time the code block is in the loop has been executed, okay, so it is done like this. And then another example I am giving. So int I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I is equal to I plus 2, it is incremented by 2. So over here it will only print the even values from 0 to 10, because the first value is 0, and then again it will execute, then you come over here, it will increment the value by plus 2, so it will come, see 0, then plus 2 means 2, 4, 6, and up to 10 it will come because it was equal to 10, and then it will stop. So this is how we do the various kinds of loops. Okay, I hope that this is clear to you. And then I come to the break statement. Now coming to the break statement, the loop is going on and you want to break. The break statement is used to jump out of the loop. So you can break the loop, okay, using the break statements. Now example, public static void main, the main program, I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So it is incrementing, and I is equal, if I is equal to 4. So whenever it encounters to 4, it will break and come out of the loop, because break will unconditional jump. It stops the loop when I is equal to 4. Yes. And the output comes, it's 4 equal to 4, it comes out. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 is been printed. Okay. So now you come out and you come to the continue statement. The continue statement breaks one iteration in the loop if a specified condition occurs, and the continues with the next iteration in the loop. So whenever you are giving one particular program and there you find I is equal to 0, I less than is equal to 10, I plus plus, and you are printing over here if I is equal to 4. So when it comes to 4, then it will continue. So it will not go over here, it will directly go for the next iteration. So it will skip 4. See what happens, the output. So it skips the value of 4. See 0, then 1 will come, then 2 will come, because it is incrementing over here. And when it is equal to 4, continue will bring 2 over here, and then in the increment it will not print that 4, and 5, 6, 7, and up to less than 10 means 9, then it ends. So hope it is clear. Yes. And now while loop. Now using the while loop, we are using the break. See, while I is equal to 0, this part is okay. I is equal to 0 while I less than 10. So it will work on while I is equal to less than 10, I is equal to 0, system out dot println. So it will print the values, it will increment the values and go on printing. If but loop starts here, from here the block is here. So if I is equal to 0, then that time it breaks. So breaks means it comes out. So what happens? 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, and it breaks and come out. Okay. Now continue. So using the continue statement 0, see the difference is that it will not come, it will continue, but only it will skip the value of 4. Just check. 0, see, comes over here, 1 comes here, 2 will be there, 3 will be there, and then as it comes over here to continue, if this value is equal to 4, so now it comes to 4, and it will not go on to print, it will continue, it will go back and for the next iteration, and then it will come in, and then it will find 5, so it is not 4, it will come on and print over here 5, then 6, then 7, up less than 10, so it will come up to 9. Yeah. Okay, this is all about the loops for today. Thank you everyone, hope you have enjoyed, and now we'll be able to just get some idea of loops. Thank you.